Hello, everybody. It's the end of January, and Deephaven community team here with another demo. Let's get started. Today we have Larry. He's going to show off the rolling formula stuff. Wait, Larry.
All right, so the newest operator in the update by Arena is rolling formula, and it takes a lot of inspiration from the ag formula operator that's been around for a while, but I'm going to demonstrate it and its power in a real quick demo. So this is Python, just running it in the Docker on my laptop, so not a ton of power is being dedicated to this. Running the necessary imports and then just generating a 1 million row table where we have basically the row key and then value will just go between 0 and 1000 or 0 and 9,999. So what update by is great at is doing operations on windows of data. And so before this operator was introduced, if we wanted to do, well, an idea of doing a rolling average would be to produce a rolling group, which would generate a window of, in this case, I'm going to demonstrate it's 1,000 values in a moving window. And then we're going to apply an update operation that is going to compute the average of that set. Let me go ahead and kick this off. And this takes a couple seconds. And what we can see what's actually happening here. The rolling group operator is actually producing an array, a vector of these, of a moving window of 1,000 values. Then the update by operator is coming behind it and computing the average of that window of 1,000. And since these values repeat, average values just resolves to 499.5. That's clearly not greatly efficient. It's doing a lot of work to store these groups and a lot of work to look back into the columns to return this data. So the new operator, new today, is rolling formula. And in this case, I'm going to do the window of 1,000 rows. I'm going to perform the formula average of X. And I'm just telling X is just a token. It could be anything put in there. And in this case, I'm just going to use X, and then I'm informing this rolling formula operator that X is the value that we're going to be operating on. And then value is the column to operate on. I could specify any number of columns, and they don't even have to be the same data type. They can be of different data types. And if I run this, so the first one I did print the time, the first thing took 5.44 seconds. Rolling formula is a whole lot faster, 1.415 seconds. And this gets a lot of benefit because it maintains locality of all of these values. So this rolling window of 1,000 values is available to the operation. It applies the formula on this window, and then it advances to the next row, updates the sliding window to the next set of values, and calls us again. So you get a lot of locality benefits. This is not the smartest way to compute a moving average. We have an operator specifically for that. I'll include this. Let me just demonstrate that this results in the same values. Using the rolling average dedicated operator, you'll see is quite a bit more efficient, 61 milliseconds to compute this. And this is really just the difference between big O of n, which is what this rolling average is, compared to big O of not quite n squared, but n times m, where m is the size of the window. But you wouldn't use rolling formula to calculate something as boring as just an average. So here's something a little more complicated, where we're going to compute the average of the values squared, produce the negative of it, and add 5 to that. And then just for the fun of it, we'll add the index value at the end, which is obviously a nonsense function, but does demonstrate what rolling formula can do. And it's taking a bit of time to compute this, but after 7 seconds, we have a demonstration of the values that this thing can produce. So like all of our other update by operations, I'm just showing you kind of a non-bucketed version where it's not doing anything specific by the columns. This can be applied in a time-based world if there's a time column. And again, like all the other update by operations, if you have any kind of bucketing you want to do over particular symbols, this operator will also do that. All right, and that's the new formula, the new operator rolling formula.
Right. Very cool. Looking forward to using that. All right, that's all we have for this week. So see you next week. Bye.